questions in the hospital. He wanted me to say that it wasn't an accident, that Kim pushed Kelly.
If you didn't see, you can't say.
No. And even if I had, I might not have told him.
Have you finished?
Yeah, it was lovely. No appetite, I'm sorry.
I said, eat what you can and leave the rest. Done very well.
Sick of intrigue and argument, Becky. Hate rhymes with hate, doesn't it?
Hate is something you're not capable of.
Well, you get caught up in it, there's so much of it around. Chris hates Kim, Kim hates Chris.
Enough to push Kelly down the stairs and kill her baby?
Ugh, it's such a mess. Doesn't seem to be any way of sorting it out. Maybe that's why we're all being punished.
God isn't like that. Otherwise, he'd be as petty as the rest of us.
Yeah, well, this is it for Chris. That baby meant so much to him.
And you.
Is it that obvious? I just feel so damn guilty.
There's no need.
But Chris, he's lost so much, and I can't help feeling that I have as well. I wanted that baby too.
Come on, Zoe. Look forward. You've got to put all this disappointment behind you and look forward. You sure you're okay to drive?
Yes. Hi, Will.
Hi.
Look, why don't you stay here? I won't be doing anything to leaving surgery.
What? And have you docked me half a day's wages?
See you.
Bye.
So, how long's that been going on?
Zoe's just had some bad news.
Oh, has she? Well, I bet that cheered her up.
What are you talking about? Hiya. How are things up at home farm?
Sorry?
Will said you got some trouble up there.
We've got trouble. Will saw us kissing. Come on. It's not that bad.
Zoe, what am I going to do?
I don't know. Tell him it was a joke.
Well, I'm glad you can take this so lightly.
He saw us kissing, not writhing around in the hay.
Isn't that bad enough?
So we were joking about whether women were better kissers than men, and I said I could prove it.
You won't believe that in a million years. God. What if he tells Tony?
Will said he'd keep it to himself. If I sacked you.
What if you do that? Then they'll think we have something to hide.
Just talk to Will. Convince him that there's nothing going on, and in the meanwhile stay away from work for a few days until it blows over.
What if he doesn't believe me?
Well, you've got to make him. There's too much at stake for both of us, and I will not have rumours flying around about us having an affair. Well, bring him back next week, but I'm sure the wound will heal if you keep using the cream. Bye-bye. I thought we agreed. You should stay away for a few days.
We need to talk.
Why? What's happened?
I've been doing a lot of thinking. Hardly slept a wink last night. You're right. We should let the dust settle. I'm sure then I can convince Will that there's nothing going on between us.
Good.
I've worked it all out. We just have to make sure that we're much more discreet.
What?
Now, please, Zoe, hear me out. I think I'm falling in love with you.
So,
You're talking about turning your whole world upside down.
I'm putting myself on the line for you.
But I don't want you to. Have you given a second's thought to what the fallout will be?
We'll keep it a secret.
In a village this small? That's not possible, believe me, I know.
Eventually I'll tell Tony. But first, we need to get to know one another better. It's okay. I really have thought about this.
Listen to me. I do not want a relationship with you.
Then you've led me on.
You're not a lesbian.
Well, let's take one thing at a time. Don't worry about my kids. I'll find the right moment to explain everything to them. They'll come round.
Don't be ridiculous. We already know what Will thinks.
Well, I'll make them realise that it doesn't change my love for them.
Becky, it changes everything. And I will not be held responsible for breaking up a family.
It'll be all right.
No, Becky, it won't. I find you very attractive, and I like you a lot. But a relationship is completely out of the question. It will ruin both our lives.
You're a...
Zoe, I just... Is there anything I can do?
Not unless you can turn back time.
Working on that one.
I don't know how I let this happen.
What?
Don't give up the day job, Paddy.
So she's told Tony everything.
Mm-hmm.
And?
He's gone to Germany.
As you do. Great place to cheer yourself up, Germany.
It is not funny.
And I'll come back.
Will he? Why?
Well, because if I was Tony and Mandy was Becky and Mandy had found out she was having a thing with another woman.
Yes?
Yeah, all right.
Is my wife here? I said, is my wife here?
Yeah, all right, Tony.
Sorry, Paddy. I couldn't bring myself to hit a woman. Not even you. Where is she?
I don't know.
You've fallen for it too, eh?
What?
A damsel in distress, eh?
Get off my property.
Get out of my way!
Get away from her!
Come here! All right. You want to fight? You really want one?
Why? Will that make you feel like a man again?
God!
No! For God's sake, stop it!
What do we do now, Will? Hey? What shall we do now? I love you, son.
I know.
Phone. No problem. How are things at home?
Awful. Will gave me 40 lashes of his tongue and I just can't bring myself to tell Emma the truth.
Well, you're going to have to.
I know, but not tonight. Tonight I just want to be here with you. We need to know that someone still loves me.
Your kids love you, Becky. I'm just angry, that's all. It'll pass.
I hope so. When they see that I'm happy for the first time in my life. And they get used to the idea of you and me being a couple.
Slow down, you're way ahead of me. When did we become a couple? What have we said since all this began? No big dramas. And then all of a sudden you changed the rules without even asking me.
I'm sorry, Zoe. I just can't help it. I love you.
You've just got a crush on me. And we've had some fun.
I don't believe I'm hearing this. I've wrecked my marriage for you. Jeopardized the love of my kids. You're telling me it was just a bit of fun?
Did I ever tell you it was anything else?